Hey guys, welcome back to NEMT Man Talks. I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Monica.
And today we are going to discuss one of the comments that was left under one of our YouTube videos. So I'm going to go ahead and read the comment and then we can discuss it.
Sure.
Alright. So this comment was from Kimberly Johnson. Kimberly wants to know, how do you drug and alcohol test in this new environment where marijuana is legal but not good for my company? People think it's legal.
First of all, Kimberly, that is a great question, and thank you for asking that question because it's definitely worth a discussion and a conversation. So let's talk about it.
Absolutely.
So first thing, you want to always make sure you have a employee handbook in place, right? So whenever you hire someone for your company, you want to make sure you thoroughly review that handbook and you have your employee to sign that handbook.
Yep.
But also within that handbook, you want to make sure you have a section for substance abuse policy that includes alcohol and drug. And you want to make sure you also highlight if an employee tests positive for THC, what are your agency requirements? Like, what is your expectation, if that happens? Because Kimberly is absolutely right. In this climate, people think that
it's legal. And it is legal. However, it's not good for business. Like, we're in the industry of caretaking. That's really what it is. So you cannot be under the influence, and we can't stress that enough. So like Monica said, it's definitely good to have a section in your handbook that highlights that,
specify that. Absolutely. Even with certain medication, sometimes your vision or your thoughts are impaired when you're taking prescription medication, even though it's prescribed. Just imagine when you're taking medication sometime and they tell you you can't drive while taking this medication. You kind of feel a little, lightheaded, or
same thing with marijuana.
Right. It's the same
your reflexes.
Yes. So you got to think about, you wouldn't want anyone transporting you in that condition. So absolutely make sure you include that in your handbook. And if that does happen within your company, what are your expectations? You want to include that, okay?
Or what, even on your application, on the application that your employees fill out before you even hire them, make sure that that's included on there. Because I have seen applications where they say, do you do drugs? Do you drink? Do you? So, you can ask those questions, right? There.
You're not discriminating because you have that on every single application, and you need to specify and explain to people that your company is a drug-free environment, right? And go into depth, like, what does that mean? Like, and again, we have random drug testing, right? And so that's probably something you want to incorporate as well. Have random,
And if they say that they're doing the THC because of a medical condition, you also want to have a prescription on file if that's the case. However, there needs to be restrictions on that.
Right. So you can also, again, go back to your policy. Whatever you specify, you want to make sure you also have this in writing. So don't just come up with something at the last moment when this happened. Have it in writing prior to. So, like Jasmine was mentioning, if they mentioned that, hey, they have a medical condition, that's the reason why they're taking that, you want to outline while transporting or working for your company, they are not allowed to, take whatever type of medication that may impair, their judgment or their vision or whatever the case may be.
And if that is the case, then maybe you should assign hours. Okay, well, if you have to do it at this time at 2 o'clock. Okay, well, maybe you should take your lunch at 2, or maybe you should just work a half day and then be out for the rest of the afternoon. So there's ways that you can work around it. I would also say, if you are just completely you don't know what to do, I would seek legal advice just so
you cover your bases.
Yeah, so you don't get hit with any type of like harassment or discrimination or anything like that. But yeah,
the main thing that just to it is I can't stress the importance enough of creating a handbook. I think that's covering your bases all around. And again, making sure you have a policy, a substance abuse policy in place in the event something like this happened and you have to address it. You have everything in writing where you can just go based on the content that you have in writing.
Yeah, so I think everything that we mentioned is great information. Yep. Also, we do have an employee handbook on our website if you're looking for an employee handbook. Mm-hmm. But if you just need the substance abuse policy, we have that on our website as well.
Yep.
So definitely.
So again, Kimberly, thank you for that question. I really, when Jasmine mentioned that to me, I was like, this is great. We should definitely have a conversation about this because people should know that, what steps they can take to address this. So right. Thank you again. We really appreciate that.
And I hate to be like, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. But I was going to say like,
never mind, don't say it.
If they say they smoke or they like, don't even hire them.
You can't say that. That's discriminate. Don't listen to Jasmine when it comes to that. You cannot just tell them, well, I'm not going to hire you. You just say thank you for the time, thank you for interviewing with me, and
move on to the next candidate.
Move on to the next candidate. Yes, but definitely is definitely
the cost of insurance is ridiculous. We cannot have these type of accidents due to marijuana.
And I mean, this is going way off topic, but I'm sorry. When people are smoking now, like,
they be a little slow.
Girl, I mean, not even that. Like, their eyes are red. You can smell it on them.
Oh, the smell.
The smell, like, it's a lot that comes with it, and it's just too much to deal with.
Yeah. Oh, then the client will be complaining.
You can only imagine. It's not a good look for your business, and trust and believe, they know. Mm-hmm. They know. Miss Jones, no. What you been doing, boy?
Miss Jones made more sense.
Girl, stop. Yeah, so again, thank you, Kimberly.
Yes. All right, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, and thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you have any comments, leave them below. If you want us to dive even deeper into this topic, you want to discuss it with us, feel free to schedule a consultation. Yes. Like we said, if you're interested in the substance abuse policy, you can either comment below. We'll send you the link. Mm-hmm. And that's about it.
Ciao, guys. Until next time.